All right, guys, what is going on? What's good? What's good? Man, I can't get this volume right. I'll just mute it. What's good? What's good? Welcome to Wall Street Wednesday. I'm your host, John Fibonacci. And we got some interesting movements today. We'll go over it. But I don't think we're done for today. I think honestly, I don't know what to think, but if I had to say, I'm assuming a lower Dow. Are we going to take this morning's low? I don't know. We're going to find out. Strongest index today as well, so that may not be ideal. But we can talk about it. What's good, Naruto Beverly? You like the thumbnail? Matter of fact, my option contract, I sold it for $420. So what are the odds that the Tesla contract, I wake up and is priced at 420? I bought it for 163. I bought it for 163, sold it for 420. So, how you like that? How do you like that? If we get this down here, I'll explain why. If we get 34,900, I'll tell you why. If we don't get that, I'll tell you why. So, that's what I should have put in the thumbnail. Forgot. I should have put 163 to 420. I might make a video on that. I love options. They're fucking blessed. Still got the stock going. Partial on that. We're in there, baby. We're in there. But what's good? Nina, Willow, Vadu, Lucas, Cameron, Sean, Maximiliano, Stephanie, Xfinity, Willow, Nikki. I think that's everybody. We got a few people on here today. So yeah. The reason that I am bearish here, if you look at ES, it looks like absolute trash to the downside. Nice little imbalance here during lunch, right in the middle of lunch too. That's awful. But look at the highs today. Look at the highs. Look at Nasdaq. I'm not even sure what that line is. Look at Nasdaq here. Okay. Terrible. Look at the highs. Here we have a slightly lower high on ES. So we have a lower high on S&P, a lower high on Nasdaq, and then look at Dow. Look at Dow. That 730 high is here. We end up trading above that at 10. So that to me looked like distribution. And I fucked up because I was watching this too. Imbalance on the way up. Price trades through that. Breaks all kind of structure. Trades back up into what? Imbalance here. Inverted imbalance there. And then ran for these lows. That's what I wanted. I decided not to do it, and then I regretted it. I'm like, what the fuck, man? So we end up trading into some gaps here, and then a massive, massive drop lower. So I'm thinking that that low needs to be there. I don't know why that was off. So that to me just seemed like distribution. That was the only index that went higher today. It doesn't, in my mind, it doesn't make sense for us to trade above this high. If it does, if we do start trading higher, if the S&P, like if this is a stop run, because I don't know if it is or not. I don't know. If it is, if S&P has any upside today, it could be 45.37, and that's only small time frame equal highs. Am I going to trust that for the upside? Honestly, probably not. This was weakness on the side of S&P, and yeah, 1 minute equal highs are great, but if this is weakness, that's probably not it. You know what I'm saying? On top of the fact, we've been at 35K all day today. Okay, because we haven't hit that in a while. So you see how many times we've traded at this level today? Look at this. Hit that during London, traded through it, back below it, through it, back below it, through it, back below it, through it, back below it. Like, man, that's ridiculous. So it's one of those scenarios. I taught this a long fucking time ago. One of the very first lessons I ever taught to the public actually was this. And it's this idea that prices trade through like whole numbers or whole levels, like the 0s, 80s, 20s, and 50s, but on like a higher time frame. If today's candle is going to close below 35K, or even the weekly candle closing below 35K, then it should trade above that and then trade below it. You see what I'm saying? And so we're pretty much getting that. What you should do, if you want more information on that, you should watch the Whole Numbers Reimagined video. And that's like 1 or 2 years old. So, you know, that's available to you. In my opinion, also, the Dow typically has the worst price action. Like in terms of just cleanliness, and I don't want to say readability, but it's like you always see this weird shit, like these lack of wicks and these small gaps and lacks of wick. Like Dow does that more than any other index, in my opinion, and that a lot of times can throw me off because I like perfection. You know what I mean? I want it to be crispy, clear, clean. You know, I want it to be chef's kiss. And when it's not that, I'm just like, oof. You know? That's what I'm saying. But anyway, leftover spaghetti. You know, I heard M&M came out with a spaghetti sauce. I heard it's very expensive and it tastes like shit, but I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Cameron's big on options research at the moment. Should open an options chat in the Discord. I probably could, but I don't know. It's a lot to get into. I just trade mostly OTM options. Mostly deep OTM options. Very confusing for me today. Lots of divergence today. Been trying to get my boys who trade options on the stream. Yeah. I mean, if your friends are into options like that, they honestly probably know more about options than I do. Because I'm very specific. Very, very specific. Like, I want to target highs, like equal highs or equal lows. And it's usually long term, and I never hold to expiry. Like, I bought on Friday, I sold today for that one. I was going to hold on to it, but the thing is, in my mind, I thought I picked a later contract. I picked a ended up being a February one, and I was like, fuck, that's the wrong one. So the thing is, the longer you hold an option contract, the theta, the time decay, gets worse. It gets exponentially worse over time. Like, the closer you get to expiry, the exponentially worse the time decay is. That's why when a stock is flat, like if a stock is just consolidating, your call option is going to lose value because, you know, there's time decay. And so when I looked at it last night, I was like, shit, I wanted the one, I think it was April. I think I wanted the April contract, and I ended up trading February instead. So I said, fuck, I can't hold this. So I just got out of it. Plus it was at 420. I'm not going to lie. That kind of like, I was like, that's fucking hilarious. So, you know, that's fine. But I still got the stock, so we'll probably hold on to that for a long time. We'll see. Let me see. Oh, she's definitely pulling back. She's definitely pulling back, but it was on the way up this morning, like 9:30. I sold into this move higher. So anyway, this is what that looks like. What do we do? What do we do today? We traded into the higher end of this previous gap, right? Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's a good partial, in my opinion. That's a great partial. So this thing could pull back. We could come back into this gap we created from Monday and Tuesday. You know, that would definitely put pain on the option contracts, whatever. And I don't want to sit through that. So bank it. And when I looked at this again on a weekly time frame, this would have to get above 320 by like that date. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, I was right on this, but that doesn't mean we're going to just continue to get that extension by that time. I mean, that's a lot to ask for. And that's why I'm telling you, I would have rather had, what I say, April or May. I would have wanted that contract for May to give that a longer amount of time to get to where it needs to go. You see what I'm saying? So I basically looked at this scenario that I'm in and I went, that's not enough time for me personally. Whereas this is the one I wanted. So because I realized I fucked that up, I'll just get out. So it's fine. But yeah, there's definitely a difference here because the amount of time. And I like the longer term because if something happens, right, where we end up consolidating, again, that's going to burn options. Like that's going to burn your profitability. And so I'd rather just not do that. Okay. But in any case, let's go. I want to go back to the indices because I want to watch today on an intraday basis. If we murder lower, that would be nice. That would be nice. So what I'm watching, again, I'll say this. I want to see if this is a stop run on the S&P for a potential bullish afternoon. It could be. I don't know. The Nasdaq, I'm not even going to watch that today. And then with Dow, I want to see what we do. Do we trade lower or do we continue higher? If I had to say, I would prefer lower. Only because this to me seems like distribution. This is a morning session low. And that's really about it. But look at the difference here. Look at this difference. S&P is lower. See that? Whereas Dow is much higher. So that's why I'm contemplating this could just be a stop run to sweep that and then moon to the upside. And honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I don't have a strong conviction in either way. Okay? I didn't put my phone on the charger. You guys got any questions? What's good, Andreas? AM session often has been bigger moves than the PM session. Do you agree? Lately, I guess. I haven't really looked at that specifically, but if that is a phenomenon that you've noticed, then I'm sure it's probably the case. Currency looks interesting today. Low key seen a good setup on cable, but couldn't get behind it for real. We can look at it. We can look at it. With yesterday's expansion to the upside, I would probably not assume today would have too much of a range. Would you say British pound or euro? Or currencies? You said cable, okay. You know what? That is manipulation. That's an imbalance and it's trading lower. So what I'm looking at, if I did that correctly, yeah. So 730, that was, what was that today, PPI? I'm not sure, I should know that, but I don't. We end up taking London's high this morning for the euro. We trade up and we swept that. And I'm assuming even that high was taken with spread, because there's no way that spread was not more than, I mean, it was more than like 2 pips. That had to be. So all this was cleaned out. British pound wasn't even close. It took a short-term high, like barely. Traded lower into this. I don't think we stopped there, but there's an imbalance there. Rallies up, back into that. And I think that would have been okay. Shorting above old highs. That's really small time frame. Lows here. But that would probably be a downside objective. And that's only like 15 pips away. So that would have been okay. Is that what you were looking at, or is that something different? CPI? I thought CPI was yesterday. Yeah, CPI was yesterday. Today was PPI. Core PPI. Empire State Manufacturing Index. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. Australian dollar has unemployment rate tonight in 6 hours. So that'll be interesting to watch. I will probably remind myself to do that. You know what's interesting? If you guys have been here for the last 6 months, do y'all remember a few months ago we were watching these small time frame highs up here? I was like, yeah, we might trade to that. Never did it. Got close. All right, we may do that. Never did it. I'm like, son of a bitch. November, we barely tapped it. Came all the way back down another couple hundred pips, and then now we're finally above that high. Jesus. Did you guys remember that? You guys remember that we were watching that for like a long time, and then I just gave up on it, and then now we're there today. That's funny. That honestly probably was like the worst timed target this entire year. You know? That was horrible. How am I wrong by like 6 months? It's trash. Worst mentor on YouTube, man. Worst mentor on YouTube. That was what I was looking at today, but couldn't find a target I like. Usually like to swing currency. Well, again, yesterday was CPI large range day, so today you might not be able to expect or anticipate a large range. So the target would have honestly just been a new low. And that's what I pointed out here. That's why I said here, the only available option is these two, or like the 1 minute equal lows here, small consolidation. That looks like it's about to get bodied. You can put an alert there if you want. Distribution, bearish order flow. That, I mean, if it doesn't take that, I'll be surprised. Like if it doesn't do that, I'll be hoodwinked and I'll go, oh, I guess not. But that's what I think. That's just where probabilities lie, in my opinion. But let me see. Australian dollar took a high, took a low. Now we're in the middle of the range. So what are we supposed to do with that? Unemployment. Yeesh. I mean, if anything, I would just probably watch these lows here. Only because that higher time frame from like 6 months ago, we finally took that. We just had these two lows behind. So unemployment could, like the numbers, whatever they are, Australian dollar could probably sink lower. And another reason too is anyone who has been long since yesterday, they're probably euphoric and they probably have taken their stops and jammed it here or jammed it to this low. So these two lows fairly clean, like fairly clean. So I think that could be on the table, but if it shoots higher, then it won't really mean anything to me. So let's watch the S&P for a second. So we dipped below the morning's low. Now we're back above it. I think I need a little bit more evidence here. So, because the thought process is, okay, despite the weakness, if we're still going to get there, how's it going to do it? Well, we would probably need to leave this low. If this is accumulation, that to me seems like a mitigation. So like if we rip through that, we might trade back into this and then pump the gas up to the highs. Like trade through that, back into this, and then probably something like that is what I'm assuming. If our roadmap for today is 45.38, I think that's how we would do it. If we don't have evidence of that, then I would probably just leave it alone. The Dow back above 35K again. So since Dow is much higher than the other indices, this might even make a new high today. So I think it would be wise to right now wait for a little bit more information. Because part of me wants to long this, but something just, I don't feel right about it. You know what I mean? I just don't think longing the weakness here is ideal. I just don't think so. But this imbalance, I'll watch to see what we do here. I want to see what it does. If it gets into that, I don't know. Cable to 122.61. Is that lower or higher for British pound? Because I don't know. What's good, Kevin? Libra had a long on Dow. Nice. Very nice. I think that was pretty much it. We covered a couple currencies. Oh, we didn't look at metals yet. We'll come back to this. Gold down 0.1%, so hasn't really moved. Silver up 1.6. That's not bad. That's not bad. This looks horrible though. Yeah, so just not a strong reaction here. I probably would have anticipated a little bit more. But yeah, so for whatever reason, silver is outperforming gold today. And that's that. Let me see what ain't that something? You know what? That, my friends, is the old razzle dazzle. If you remember what that is. Some of my longer term students know what that is. What's good, Alex? Consolidation, run higher. What does the market do before going lower? It goes higher. You see that here. Takes out Tuesday's high, does it one more time at the news this morning, and then runs for everyone trailing their stops here. Silver, no way. It pulled back a little bit, but it's like, nah, I'm not doing it. What I'm looking for is to see what the opportunity was here, and I don't think I'm getting one. I don't see one. It just ran it, traded lower, and doesn't come back for anything. Ugh. The old Razzle Dazzle was the first stream I saw of yours before I went back to get the prior sauce. Good throwback. Yeah, I'm glad at least one of you remembers that. But yeah, that's a common phenomenon. And that's why I keep pointing out to you guys equal lows or equal highs, consolidations. That's why, bro. Money is on both sides of consolidation. That's why it clears both sides. It's not going to do it instantly. It's not going to be a fucking ramen lunch, bro. It's going to like, do a little bit of stuff first and then it'll do it. So let's see. Let's go back to S&P for a minute. No, so it doesn't get into that. Doesn't get into the imbalance. Ooh, look at that 1 hour time frame. See that little dip right there? Ain't that something? Dow almost higher. Looks like equal highs right there. We're just gonna not watch Nasdaq today. So yeah, I guess that's really about it for this afternoon. Let's see what we do here. So we haven't done this in a while. We haven't done one of these. The reaction one. This imbalance here that might become an inverted one as well. All right, so yeah. Remember what we talked about earlier. If we trade above this high, this could be mitigation to run up here. And that's it, bro. I have nothing else. Wednesday PM session. You know, that's what I'm looking for. And I guess Dow would not trade to the lows, I guess. Does news, says Lucas, in all currencies have the same influence on the indices, or should I mainly compare with the dollar? The dollar index is important, and any news related to the US is going to have an effect on equities. Now, the effects are different. CPI used to move a lot. 2016, 2017, a lot of these news events were different. Sometimes they do nothing at all or have very little volatility. But yeah, when it's a US news or like USD news, it can affect equities too. Cameron took a 1-to-1 partial and then stopped out break even on S&P, shorting out of the 15-minute news imbalance after the open. Ultimately distrode into the wick and dropped on the hourly open. Yeah. Oh, down a little slightly higher. S&P not trading above that high. Yeah, what a weird day. What a weird day. Divergence all over the place, man. Highs and lows just not aligning up. Should have been watching, but walked away after the break even. I don't mind walking away after a break even. I don't mind that. Like if first partial's taken, if BE like like +1, if that's in play, I don't mind walking away. Because then if it's an intraday trade like the S&P, now it becomes time based. So what's good, Edgar? Like say for example right now, if like let's just say I randomly bought below this low and I'm break even, I wouldn't watch this right now. I'd probably come back in 30 minutes or even the final hour. Because I'm trying to allow time because it needs to do what? Trade above the high, potentially into this mitigation, and then higher. So I know that needs candles to print. You know what I'm saying? And if I've already paid myself and took risk off the table, then I wouldn't really be all that much worried about it. But I usually don't do that. I usually stare at it. Not always, but certainly I was looking at shorts on Nasdaq this morning. Crazy how things go. It don't look half bad either. Well, I mean, it looks good for shorts. The Nasdaq is shit today. Looks like our weakest index today. But I wasn't up for the news. I usually am never up for news at 7:30. 7:30. No. 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 Never that. Yeah, so I guess we'll probably make a new high today for Dow. I don't think I had any other announcements today. I posted my mailing address on my story, and I posted it into the Discord as well. If you guys want to send me a letter for my 30th birthday. Again, it's on the 10th. So I'll be going to I probably should go to UPS before that, but I will likely go there on the 7th or the 8th, possibly the 9th, to go pick those up. So it's not going to be for another 3 weeks. So you got time if you're going to do that. And on the 8th, I'm going to have a special stream for you guys. So we're not going to stream. Well, I guess we could probably do both, I guess. I just don't know if I'm going to live stream this video or if I'm just going to make an actual video and then put it out. That's what I'll probably end up doing. I'm excited for it because it's really good. Especially if you guys are in your 20s. Matter of fact, let me get a consensus real quick in the chat. How many of you are between the ages of 20 and 30? How many of you are between the ages of 20 and 30? If I may ask. Because that's pretty much the target of the stream. Of that video, the lesson that I have for you guys. It's a good strategy to trade only when a divergence has occurred in order to incur as few losses as possible, since the divergence is a kind of guarantee for the short-term direction of the price. 20, 23, 20, 26, 23, 29 is 19. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much the target audience I have for that video is the 20s. Alex is 24. Yeah, 24 it's not a bad age. Old enough to drink, but not old enough to rent a car. Unless they change that in the US. But I think after 20, I think when you turn 25, Alex, your car insurance might become cheaper. Possibly. Which is cool. That's always nice. Beverly's waiting for 25. Okay. Andreas is over 30. Damn, we got a grandpa in here. Beverly, what are you tired of? What do you mean by tired of this shit? What are you tired of? Oh, look at that. We stopped short by like one tick. 35,053. 35,052. What the fuck? $34 to be specific. About to cash out that 401k pretty soon, huh, Andreas? We're getting old, man. We're getting old. Sean wishes that they learned this in the 20s. Yeah. I agree, dude. I agree. Sean's over 40. Nice. Very nice. That's great. I don't know what else to say to that. I don't know what else to say. Oh, Beverly needs a discount car insurance. Okay, I understand. Insurance is a scam, dude. Insurance is a whole scam. Not to mention the various pyramid schemes associated with insurance companies. It's just bullshit, bro. I gotta pay money to pay for other people's reckless driving and pay your fucking pyramid scheme bullshit too? Christ, bro. That should have never been a law. It should have never been a law, at least in Texas, to like have insurance, bro. Why do I need to pay for other people's mistakes? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I went to court earlier this year. You know, no insurance ticket, funny enough. And I mean, I got it all sorted out, but I saw the bill and it was itemized and it was like $1 or $2 to like single mothers or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm paying for like some random dude's baby mama? What the fuck? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I gotta pay for that? Cause you fucked up? That's just stupid. I mean, like, I don't get nothing out of it. Nothing. I could be inappropriate here, but I'm not going to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, taking care of other people's baby mama. What the fuck? I ought to sue Texas is what I should do. Sue them for all that horse shit. Anyway, back on topic. Zacho, I don't know how you say that. Blessed to have all that knowledge at 19. That's good, man. Wait, I'm learning new stuff now. A lot of insurance companies are, not all of them are pyramids. There's a few MLMs that, you know, deal with like legal retainers and other stuff. And then there's like some insurance companies as well that are like MLMs. But yeah, it's all bullshit, bro. Like, in my opinion, okay, if you're an insert, or fuck, I can't say it. That's how mad I am. If you're an insurance agent or whatever, like, I'm not gonna, you know, be mad at you specifically, but it's like, bro, in my opinion, you make a living scamming people. My opinion. Shoot me. But you make a living scamming people, and I can't respect that. Can't respect it. It's just the way it's set up. If it was set up properly, insurance would not be as high as it is. Explain this, chat. Cars are a depreciating asset. They go down in value. Yes, John, they go down in value. Okay. I get older. Everybody gets older, right? Yes, John, we all get older. Okay. So if I'm getting older and my car is devaluing, why the fuck does my insurance go up, bro? I'm paying more money to protect a car that's worth less, dude. Look, I'm no math genius, okay? But one of you needs to step up and explain this shit. I need explanations. I need answers. It doesn't make sense. I don't know everything. And I need to inquire. I need to be Socrates right now. Ask some questions. Insurance should be able to, like, this is stupid. Stupid. I don't pay a lot in insurance. My car is older. I own it. Holy shit, dude. I've made it to 30 years old and never had a car payment. I just thought about that. But yeah, I own my car, so I only do liability. In my opinion, like, when you pay for car insurance, it's a waste. It's a whole fucking waste. That's just my opinion. There's obviously benefits to insurance. Yes, but with me, it's just dumb. Wonder how much crime rates and other stuff has come into play. Oh yeah, that too. You ever plan on getting life insurance? No, fuck that. Fuck that. If I die, I die. Whatever happens after that, I ain't gonna be around for it. Fuck them. Fuck them. At some point I probably will, but not right now. Mine went down. Good driver, less miles driven. I own both my cars. Yeah, Beverly, I'm unhinged today. Unhinged. Y'all got me talking about insurance. It's a touchy subject, okay? The older you are, the more you pay. No, Alex, it's supposed to be the older you get, the less you pay. Because you create a driving record, right? 30 years old, been driving since I was 16. That's 14 years of no car accidents, no tickets. Well, I got tickets, but I paid for them. Like, I don't have, like, I didn't go to jail or no shit. Like, they keep, you pay the ticket or whatever, and it, like, prevents, it doesn't go on your record or whatever. My shit is spotless, bro. 30 years old, no baby mamas, no jail time, no prison time. You know? So it's supposed, like, with a record like that, it's supposed to be cheaper because you have a history of safe driving. But insurance companies aren't, they're not designed to just cover you. They're designed to make money. They don't give a fuck about you. They want to make money. It's ridiculous. Think about it. Whatever your monthly payment is, whatever it is, I don't know, 200, 300, 400, 500, I don't know. Multiply that by 12, and that's what you pay in a year. Okay? So let's assume it's a couple $1,000. You get nothing out of that. Nothing. Not even a dinner. Not even a fucking thank you. Not even a picture of the accidents that I'm paying for. Other people's recklessness. None of that. Nothing. I don't get a picture of the CEO's next private jet that I'm paying for. I don't get a picture of that. I don't get nothing. It's just, oh, hey, thanks. Thanks for a couple $1,000. Now fuck off. It's a scam. The whole, the entire, everything about insurance is a scam. Everything. Now, if you really want to go down the rabbit hole, we can talk about 9/11. Homeboy took out a $3 billion insurance policy like a couple of days before 9/11. Huh. Grade A, world-class scam. Now I'm going to get my YouTube channel banned. But he knew. He knew. He knew. He was like, oh, I can take out an insurance policy on some shit that they don't think is going to happen, but I know what's going to happen. Matter of fact, I'll take out 2. Because they know. It's all a scam, my friends. And look, that's the thing. I read one time, I know I cuss a lot, but Napoleon Hill used to sell insurance. There's a few videos you guys would be interested to hear about Napoleon Hill. Because there's some people that say he's not the guy that you think he is. That he scammed a bunch of people and all that. But I'm not going to get into it because I don't know the details. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah, that's right. So I read one time in the Bible, I believe it wasn't Moses, but it was somebody, it was either Moses or somebody else. And they were, traveling for 40 years, lost or whatever. And then they were saying that if you don't work, you don't eat. If you don't work, you don't eat. It's there. Let's look this up real quick. Second Thessalonians. For even when we were with you, We gave you this rule, quote, if a man will not work, he shall not eat, end quote. We hear that some among you are idle. They are not busy. They are busybodies. Such people will command and urge in the Lord Jesus Christ to settle down and earn the bread they eat. And as for you, brothers, never tire of doing what is right. And it goes on and on. But in other words, he's saying like, bro, you can't be sitting here not doing anything and eat. So it's personal responsibility. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be forced to pay for someone else to eat because of their laziness. I don't want to pay for that. You think I want to... Here's the thing. Let's talk about this baby mama fund for a minute. I got to do more research on that. I don't mind personally, like feeding the homeless or, you know, helping someone out who needs it. I don't mind doing that. But that's because I want to. It's a whole different story to be forced to do that. That's a whole new story because now that's fucking overreach. You know what I'm saying? And it's right there, clear as day in 2 Thessalonians. If you don't work, you don't eat. And that's fair. Excluding like if you're sick or elderly, obviously that's different. But I'm saying if you're a capable person, you got arms and legs and hands and shit, get to work, bro. And to be forced otherwise, no, dude. No. That's ridiculous. So I think insurance is a scam. And there's just so many other ways that people get scammed every day and they don't even know it. I should probably make a video about that. Y'all think I'm joking. It didn't say baby mama fund, but it literally said something like single mothers XYZ. Something like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is that? I paid like $1 or $1.50 or something. I'm like, what am I paying into? I should have asked. But you know, when you go to court, you can't like ask all these questions. You can't be an asshole about it, you know? I'm not trying to start no shit in the courtroom. They got people with guns there, okay? So you gotta relax a little bit. But yeah, I might have that receipt somewhere. Because literally it was itemized. And I was just perplexed at the information that was there. Made no sense. Said I'm paying a no insurance ticket and you're making me do all this weird shit. I won't be on Santa's list for other CIAs. You know, he also didn't go to a meeting he had that morning in the tower because, quote, my wife scheduled a doctor's appointment for me and didn't tell me until the last minute, end quote, as an excuse for not being there. My life insurance was 3 times my professional salary. I got injured at work and was paid out for 6 years, higher than my regular pay, had to fight for every penny for 3 months. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And Stephanie, that's what I'm saying. Like in certain situations, there is benefit. If you're sick or old as shit and like you're incapable of working, maybe you're in a wheelchair or like, I don't know, disabled somehow. Those people need to be taken care of course. But I'm saying like, if you're fully capable and you don't, I don't want to pay for that. I feel like I'm getting robbed. That's just robbery. Yeah, I helped out someone's baby mama. Someone. I'll never know who it is. And I'm definitely not the father, Beverly. That's... No. No, 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 no. That is not the case. I can promise you that. I can absolutely promise you that. I can't guarantee much, but that is one of them. Sure, y'all think it's funny, bro. I don't want to waste my money. I don't. Let's do a little bit more research here while we watch ES for a minute. It might have been this. The Texas Temporary Assistance for Needy Families. It might have been that. Anyway, they got so many funds and programs and I don't know, all kind of shit. Oh, all right. So now we're at that high. Let's see how we react here. TANF. I guess that maybe that's what it was then. But I could have sworn there was something that had like women in it. It was something women related. You sure you don't want your very own baby pips? No. No. No, no, no. That is one topic I do want to talk about, but I honestly don't. I've had so many people, family, friends, students, that all of you, they're like, what up, John? Are you dating? You know, do you have kids and shit? Bro, let me tell you something that happened the other night. I literally, I wanted to keep this to myself, but you fuckers brought it up. Bro, I go to my friend's, what's it called? Bachelorette, bridal shower. My friend's brother had a bridal shower for his fiance at my friend's house. So there's a ton of people over there. Now it's a bridal shower, so obviously there's some women there. You know what I mean? But like, look, I'm a family friend, okay? I'm a family friend. And let me give you guys some advice. You want some relationship advice? You don't want to dip your pen in company ink, okay? You don't want to do that. You don't want to date your coworkers. And you definitely should be very careful if you date your friend's friend. Okay? Now, why is that? Let's do some risk reward. Are you ready for that? Because risk reward, if you date your friend's friends and it goes south, it's going to be awkward after that. Because now your friend's friend is your ex, and that's fucking messy. The same thing at work. You date a coworker, things go south, which they normally do. Now you're going to work and it's awkward. You know, I got to work with this whore, you know? Like, come on. It's ridiculous. No offense, ladies. I'm just saying. That's awkward. I don't want to do that. I've seen it happen too many times. It's just not good, okay? So you got to be careful. But anyways, so I'm over there. I'm over there, right? Now, mind you, my friend's mom is pretty old. Okay. She's got to be in her 60s. Her 60s. She introduces me to like some random chick. I'm not going to tell you her name because I don't want to put that out there. But she's like, oh, hey, you know, this is so and so, this is John. I'm like, oh, hey, nice to meet you, whatever. And then I went outside and smoked the rest of my cigar. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, wait a minute. Did my friend's mom just try to be my wingman? Really? My friend's mom is my wingman? That's crazy. That is crazy. I knew I would learn something for life, but didn't expect that. Bro, I got advice for anything except finance. Okay, I don't give you financial advice, but I'll give you some life advice. And that's what the next video is about. But I'm thinking to myself, bro, I'm like, there's no fucking way my friend's mom just tried to be my wingman. Dude, I sat in my car for like 10 minutes before I left the house that night. I'm like, I can't believe this shit. I can't believe it. She knew you were a good catch. Bro, this is the thing, you guys. I'm boring. That's what a lot of people don't understand. I'm boring, bro. I am. All I do is sit here, watch charts, trade charts, read books, and mind my own fucking business. That's what I do. That's what I do. I make content, edit content, and ignore everything else. That's what I do. And look, I don't know everything about women. Nobody really does. But a lot of women don't like that shit. They don't like that. I like plain and simple and being rich to some degree. Okay. I know I normally don't want to talk like that, but I'm just saying, it's like, bro, I'm good. I'm good on all that bullshit, bro. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry about it. So for all of you wondering, there's your fucking answer. Okay. Some dude yesterday, I forgot who it was, but he reached out to me, and his birthday's coming up on I think Friday or Saturday. And he was like, yeah, you're such an interesting guy. I'm like, I don't know where the fuck you got that from, my friend. But that is not the case. That is not the case. Change your expectations. All right, there's your new high on Dow. Nasdaq still not even getting to this high. And S&P still waiting on a response to see what we do. I would have rather had us trade like through that to the, like maybe the 30s and then trade back into that and finesse higher. But I cannot get a read exactly on what it wants to do just yet. Yeah. But anyway, that's probably enough for today. Because if I keep going, I'll probably say some shit that I'll regret later. But yeah. Literally, when y'all know how sometimes I say everybody and their mom? Literally. Quite literally, everybody and their mom is like worried about my love life, bro. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Worry about you. I look around, Divorce rate is whatever it is, it's high. Couples fighting and shit. I'm good. I'm good on that. You know, I so many horror stories of, well, I wanted to be a trader, but you know, my wife did XYZ. I'm good, bro. I'm good on that. Trust me. I'm good. There's a very big difference between being alone and being lonely. Very big difference. I am good. I'm good. So if that changes in the future, I'll let you know. But for now, I'm married to the game, my friends. I'm married to the gains. I'm married to the charts. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at this 1 hour. That's look at that. We talked about that being a potential stop run, and it looks like it was. The question is now, do we have the continued emphasis to rally another 10 points on the upside? Do we or do we not? And that, my friends, I don't know. But there's there's an hour and 45 minutes left in today. This is what I'll be watching for. I'm probably going to take like a 10-minute break just to probably eat something or, you know, whatever. But, yeah, all that relationship shit, I'm good, bro. I'm not even a player, bro. It's just, nah. This will be the last thing I say, okay? Too many of us, meaning just people, okay? Many of us are not in a place to either create a family or build a solid relationship because too many people are not financially ready. That's fucking number one. Because babies and families are expensive. Okay? Just people in general. I could say women are expensive, but that's sexist. Okay? Everybody's expensive. Men are expensive. Women are expensive. Babies are expensive. Everybody's expensive. Okay? And most people are just not in a financial position to start a family. Secondly, the personal development aspect of it. A lot of people are not mentally ready to start a family. They're not ready for it. They're still immature. Oh shit, I'm immature. You see that? And it's just not ideal, right? Career hasn't got on track, or they're not in a place where they want to be, either financially or emotionally, right? The personal development side is not there. And when you build a house on sand, storms are going to come through and you're fucked. Whereas when you, and this is in the Bible too, when you build a house on solid foundation, Jesus was talking about faith, but Three Little Pigs, same idea. You build your relationship on solid foundation. So you gotta have an alignment with what you believe in, like religion or no religion, whatever. You gotta be on the same page with finances, and you gotta be on the same page with emotional intelligence, bro. And if not, it's not gonna work out. So in your 20s, a lot of the times it's just not gonna work. Sometimes it does, great. But from what I've seen, I have no interest in dating right now. None. Most people just aren't ready, bro. There is no inversions over here. This would also be a 15-minute mitigation. There's a small gap right here too. And there's one lower here. I tell you what, this is a 15-minute imbalance inside of a mitigation. So let's see what we do there. Let's see what we, so screenshot that on your chart. Like right here. Screenshot that on your chart. That's what we'll leave you with. Okay? So here you get some financial literacy. You get some relationship advice to some degree. And that's that. Yeah, no distractions, Cameron. No distractions. How many people are raising kids and not even handling their own emotions? Well, that's my point. Agreed about the mental. That's how we end up with baby mama funds. Yeah. So, yeah, that's hilarious. Equally yoked, more biblical language. The problem for us young men, women want the relationships they see on social media. It's not even, oh yeah, Libra, that's its own. That is its own conversation, my friend. Which me personally, I'm not in a position to talk about. I'm not in a position to talk about. You can't talk about relationships if you don't have one or haven't been in a lot of them. All right. Let's hop off, man. I gotta go eat, and I'm tired too. So y'all be blessed. Make sure to study your charts. I will put out a market review tomorrow, and then we'll be here on Friday the 17th for the next live stream. All right. So be good, and I will see you then. Shit, the volume just fucked up.